Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I was thinking to come online and I tried it at 4 o'clock, but due to bad internet connectivity, I was not able to proceed further. I need to fulfill my promise, and promise was to share what are the good fees, what student need to do when he is graduating. So let's start our discussion. There are two fields at the moment. Like when you are graduated, you have two paths. Either you have to go for education sector or you have to go for industry. If you have to go for education sector, then definitely you have to go for MS. And if you want to go for MS, then you might have two options. One is MS from Pakistan, one is MS from abroad. And now if you are confused what to do, then it's very simple. Make it very simple. Draw a line. Think about it. Like if you are from the background, your family needs your support immediately after graduation, then I would say try to get an MS from Pakistan, and parallel try to get in a lab engineer position if you're doing MS in part time. Advantage क्या होगा कि आप अगर पार्ट टाइम से कर रहे हैं तो देन अगर आप साथ कोई जॉब करना चाहते हैं तो कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आप एजुकेशन सेक्टर के अंदर है उसकी बात कर रहा हूँ, आपका इंटरेस्ट भी एजुकेशन सेक्टर के अंदर उसकी बात कर रहा हूँ. But if you are thinking to have something different in there, then we do have another option to go for MS, and that MS is full-time MS. तो उसके अंदर आपको स्टाइपेंड भी मिल जाती है, and you might earn a good amount, and on parallel you can focus on your studies very well as compared to doing the job on parallel. So this was what we talk about the education sector. लेकिन अगर आपके पास you have enough money to survive for 2 years, and then you might go for any abroad option. There are free education in Germany and Sweden and Italy. You can try that. On other way around, there is another option. What is that? Is then if you have decided to move on to industry, then you have to broad down the steps that you need to do. First thing is that is to make your motivation level very high. If you are not in education sector, GPA doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you very clearly. All those students who are from my graduate or my seniors or juniors I have seen so far, they have very low GPAs. Those who have very low GPAs are the first one to get a job. And it's really a fact, man. I'm not joking about that thing. I'm not saying something without any proof. So the thing is, GPA doesn't matter if you are thinking to go for industry. So in industry, if you are electrical, computer engineer, telecom engineer, and you have a degree in computer science, software engineering, what are the fields? If we think about electrical engineering itself, in electrical we do have electrical engineering. We can go for telecom engineering. In telecom we can go for BSS role, we can go for RF engineer role. That's very clear. And you can go for the control system itself. You can go for the PLC, DCS and SCADA job. And if you want to rank that all based on the facts at the moment, I would definitely suggest you to go for first, if you have an option of control system as an electrical engineer, try to grab that one. Because future is going to be for control system. And why it's that, I'm going to explain in another video. And another way around is we have an option of second option, that is electrical engineer, and it's evergreen for sure. You can get a job in industry as an electrical engineer. So this is another option around for you. If you are thinking to have a job in telecom sector, what are the risks involved there? There is no very good growth. After some time you're gonna stuck to the same salary, and you will start fearing about it and start leaving about that field. So think about it before going to that field. तो अगर आपने टेलीकॉम सेक्टर में जाना है, the process of hunting a job is very simple. Try to get an internship in any industry, and then your internship is going to be converted into, or you call it, job itself. So idea around is get an internship, and how you're gonna manage to get an internship. Try to link with your seniors, talk to them, and try to get a list of all the subcons available in Pakistan, or then try to get good experience from there. And then after that you can have once you have a good experience, you can target Dubai, Middle East, any market, and you can come here and start working on relatively higher salary as compared to Pakistan itself. So that's about telecom. Let's move on towards another topic. That's if you are in IT field, even if you are an electrical engineer, and there are different fields at the moment, like IoT is a big concept that's moving on, and this is very, very famous topic at the moment. Any field, anybody who's working on any field, if you have interest on IoT, if you have interest on cybersecurity, if you have interest on database, if you have interest on cloud computing, believe me, these fields are the future of industries. हर इंडस्ट्री जा रही है IoT के ऊपर, हर चीज़ मूव कर रही है आपकी क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग के ऊपर. आने वाला वक्त इज़, you can say, it's cloud fast. So these are the fields that are really important. अगर आप कंप्यूटर इंजीनियर हो तो I would say try to grab any field from there. If not, then last option is telecom. Last option is telecom. I repeat, last option is telecom, not the first one, because believe me, you're gonna be bored later on. So this is what we call it, telecom sector. Now let's start about what are other fields and how to get in there. Then we have IT support. We do have network engineering positions available. And idea around is, if you are having no skill set, how industry is gonna own you and give you a job. Even if industry is gonna give you a job, you cannot perform better if you don't have the right skills. Even if you get a job, on parallel you need to improve, and you need to go for certifications, make your certifications and trainings very high on your CV, because it's very important part of your CV. Your skill sets matter a lot. Your way of communications matter a lot. Your communication skills is the main thing, and then after that it comes skill sets. Then it's really important to know what skill set is needed for your role, and for that you need to decide which field is important for you, what is your interest, what is going on at the market. Based on that you can decide that. So once you're done with that, then we can move on towards now what are the ways out. Get the skills, get your communication skills improved, and get the right skills in your domain that you selected. For example, if you selected cloud computing, then try to get in the information related to cloud computing from your seniors, and try to learn the skills that industries are demanding for. Hope you get my point, right? So idea around here is to get the right skills, to get the right communication skills, and even professional skills. Decide which is the right position for you, and then try to get the list of the companies that are there in Pakistan. If you talk about the telecom, there is a list that have all the subcons listed on that list. If you want, I can share you that list. For that you just need to write in the comment your email address. I'm gonna get back to you. I will definitely send them all email who have posted their email addresses on comments. I'm gonna get back to you. I would say to you, think big, be positive, no matter whatever the situation is, no matter what the people are talking about. If somebody is saying the situation of the job is not good, you're not gonna get it because you don't have a right GPA. You are not gonna get it because you don't have a right skills. You are not gonna get it because what you have studied, you have not learned it. I'm gonna tell you, nothing matters. Nothing matters at all. Only thing that matters for you is good motivation. Stay positive. Believe me, what you have studied so far, what you have learned, what GPA you have acquired so far is nothing matters for your career at all.